The body's bolted to the frame now, and it's sitting really nice. So the plan now is I'm going to do everything mechanical, put the radiator in, hook up the Hydro Boost brake system. I just put the steering shaft in. So I get everything mechanical hooked up, radiator in, and then I'll wire wheel the inside of the front and paint it with the Pause 15 all black like I did the firewall. And I'll install that. I'll install the hood and the trunk. I'll probably I might paint the inside of those black, because I don't need it to be the same color as the exterior. So I think the trunk's going to be covered with carpet eventually. So I might rust treat them, sand them. Well, I think they have that rust on the end. They sand them and do the Pause 15 on the inside of those as well. And so I have a complete car by the end of the week, next week. And then I'm going to concentrate on the interior and finish the interior first. Paint the dash, do all the gauges, run the electric, basically finish the inside of it, and so that it's drivable. And then I'll work on the exterior body and paint. So the body and paint on the exterior will be the very last. But yeah, I really like how it's sitting. Basically everything mechanically is done now. Everything's connected up apart from the wiring and the transmission shifter, which I'm going to do now. Got master cylinder, Hydro Boost, carburetor, linkage, steering, brakes bled, fans, radiator, transmission cooler, power steering and brake cooler. And I still have to mount this, which is really easy, but I don't want to do that until I've got the front on, so I can centralize it correctly and do the bracket arrows. So that can go over here. And that I've set the time in, the vacuum, the mixture, the idle. So this is how it will run now. And it runs in here without plugging out really smoothly. temperature's dropped now, the timing's perfect. Looking at idling at about 700.